Hello everybody and welcome to Minnesota Twins Franchise episode 13. Today we start off a 7-game homestand with a 4-game weekend series against the Toronto Blue Jays. You look at the American League Central standings going into the game. The Twins with a half-a-game lead on the Tigers.
Baseball now on the show as we come to you from Target Field here in the Twin Cities.
J Happ on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's cruising along until the bottom of the 6th inning with no score on the board. He walks Danny Santana. First walk of the game for Happ. Next batter is Brian Dozier, and he also takes a walk. And that's going to cause a visit from the pitching coach here in the bottom of the 6th. Joe Mauer up now, nobody out, runners on first and second, a 3-1 count. The pitch from Happ. Mauer takes one into left field. Off the base of the wall, Danny Santana being waved around third. Here's the throw to the plate, not in time. It gets past the catcher, and coming around third is Brian Dozier to the plate, and he is safe. And that puts the Twins up 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 7th now. Eduardo Escobar at the plate. Blasts one into left field. And this one just gets out for a solo home run, putting the Twins up 3-0. In the bottom of the 7th, that's the 8th home run of the season for Eduardo Escobar. Kurt Suzuki now drives one into left field. One hops the wall, and like a semi trying to climb a hill, Suzuki thrown out at second base, trying to stretch that into a double. So the Twins leading 3-0 in the top of the 8th, runners on second and third. Two runs come around to score, and the Twins' lead is cut to 3-2 on the 2 RBI base hit. Bottom of the 8th, Byung-Ho Park takes care of a hanging curveball and sends it 10 rows deep into the stands for his 14th home run of the season. And the Twins take a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Top of the 9th now. Glenn Perkins on to try to get the save, and he is getting himself into some trouble. Walks Paredes to load the bases with nobody out. Alex Presley at the plate. He lines one down the first baseline. Sano, with the throw to the plate, is not in time, and 2 runs come across to score. And that ties the game up at 4 in the top of the 9th. And that will be all for Glenn Perkins. Brandon Kinsler now on to pitch. Darwin Barney with a suicide squeeze bunt. Works out, gives the Blue Jays a 5-4 lead in the top of the 9th. Another ground ball down the first baseline gets by Joe Mauer. Sano with no play. At this point, the Blue Jays have gone up 10-4 now in the top of the 9th, and the door's completely blown open. This game has gone off the tracks for the Twins. There's Alex Presley, his second at bat of the inning, and he gets 2 more RBIs, a total of 4 RBIs in the 9th inning for Alex Presley, and the Blue Jays lead at 12-4. It's been a 10-run inning for the Blue Jays, and it propels them to a 12-4 victory. The final score here from Minnesota: the Blue Jays 12, Twins 4, excuse me. The Twins fall to 21-20, and the Tigers win to tie up the Twins for the lead in the American League Central. And the Blue Jays at 22-21 are in 4th place in the East, 2.5 games behind the O's, who lead the American League East. And we have a trade to talk about in Major League Baseball. Center fielder Juan Lagares to the Baltimore Orioles from the New York Mets in exchange for J.J. Hardy. So J.J. Hardy now with the Mets, Juan Lagares with the Orioles. And an injury to Miguel Sano in that last game. He is out with a knee sprain. He will still be active, likely to just miss a few days. On to regular season game number 42 with the Toronto Blue Jays. Trevor Plouffe at the plate in the bottom of the 2nd inning. He sends one into right field, and that one gets up and gets out for a home run. Second home run of the season for Trevor Plouffe, and it puts the Twins up 1-0. Oh. Bottom of the 3rd now. Brian Dozier. The sac fly to center field. Throw to the plate is not in time, and the Twins go up 2-0. Top of the 4th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Slow ground ball gets past Eduardo Escobar at short. And the Twins lead it 2-1 in the top of the 4th. Runners still on 2nd and 3rd. Another ground ball gets past Mauer. 1 run comes around to score. 2nd run is gunned down at the plate. And in the top of the 4th, the Blue Jays and Twins are tied at 2, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the 8th now. A blast into left center field puts the Blue Jays up 3-2 as Devin Travis takes one deep. The Blue Jays go on to win 3-2. The Twins have now dropped 3 games in a row. The Blue Jays improve to 23-21. Regular season game number 43. Saturday afternoon baseball. Here's a drive off the base of the wall. Sano is back. He only ended up missing 1 game with the knee sprain. The Blue Jays go up 1-0 in the top of the 1st. Still in the top of the 1st, a drive deep to right field. Sano going back. At the wall, he makes the catch. And the Blue Jays lead at 1-0. Eddie Rosario now. Bottom of the 3rd. Tomahawks a high fastball into right field. And this one just barely gets out for a solo blast. And Rosario's tied up the game at 1 apiece. Fourth home run of the season for Eddie Rosario. Top of the 4th now. Irvin Santana pitching for the Twins. And Dominic Brown with a solo home run to put the Blue Jays up 2-1. He had an incredible series for Toronto. Joe Mauer now on. Base hit into right field is going to drive in a run. And that ties the game up at 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the ninth now, still tied at 2. Ground ball to Plouffe at third base. And we go to the bottom of the ninth, still tied at 2 apiece. We end up in extra innings, bottom of the 10th inning now.
Drives it to deep right field. Brown going back. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
And this is exactly what you're looking for in extra innings. Actually, it's what you're praying for, really. One big swing sends the folks who stayed here home happy as he wins it with the walk-off homer.
So look at the American League Central standings now. The Tigers with a 1-game lead at 23-20. The Twins are 22-21. The defending champ Royals bring up the rear at 17-25.
From Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Oswaldo Arcia, Twins trailing 1-0. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Runners on first and second, and Arcia hammers one into right field. A 3-run home run for Oswaldo Arcia puts the Twins up 3-1 in the bottom of inning number 2 off of Marcus Stroman. Brian Dozier now, bottom of the 3rd. He turns on one just like Brian Dozier does. A solo home run makes it 4-1 Twins. Runners on first and second now. Eduardo Nunez drives in the run. Miguel Sano scores. Twins take a 5-1 lead in the bottom of inning number 3. Top of the 4th. Dominic Brown again. Another home run. And the Twins lead at 5-2. Top of the 9th now. Twins leading 5-2. Edwin Encarnacion with a solo home run to right field off of Jepson. And the Twins lead is cut to 5-3. And that would do it. A 5-3 final score here from Target Field. The Twins improve to 23-21. Blue Jays fall to 23-23. And we'll take a look at the updated American League Central standings here at the conclusion of this 4-game series with Toronto. The Twins and the Tigers tied at 23-21 atop the American League Central. Up next for Minnesota, as you look at the American League East standings, is the Kansas City Royals, a 3-game series here from Target Field. And